So today I did my makeup and I did some graphic liner, and I'm going to show you how I did this look. Hi viewers, so I'm just going to show how I do my graphic eyeliner makeup look. I usually start with my eyes first, so that's why I don't have the face done, and I'm just going to go through all the steps. Okay, so next what I do is I take a little bit of like my bright concealer, so I'm using the Can't Stop Won't Stop Nyx Concealer. It's like a contour concealer in the shade Natural. Yeah, it has a matte finish, and I just like apply it honestly like around my eye area, like the eyelids and stuff, just as a base. I should color correct, but honestly I haven't really gotten into color correcting too much, so you know what, I'm gonna put on some more. Sorry, I don't usually put on my under eye. I usually don't do this. I'm just gonna put it around my eye just so I can like get a nice base to work with so I can see how I am doing my makeup. So yeah, I'm just gonna smudge this out. I use regular like Scotch drafting tape, just because this is what I had in my house. There is like special makeup tape that you can use, but and I use this tape over like the clear Scotch tape because I feel like that one hurts my skin when I go to take it off. So I honestly just kind of eyeball it. Whatever. Like sometimes I'll make it higher if I want like a sharper wing. Sometimes they don't end up the same, I'm gonna be honest, but like in that case I just fix it with makeup remover. This looks like it's as good as it's about to get. I use two palettes. So I'm going to use two palettes for my look today. First is this is like the first Kylie Jenner, the bronze palette. The only reason I really use this one is because I like her brown. I feel like some browns come out gray and some browns come out like reddish, and I feel like the brown has neither of those. So I usually like to use her brown. And then I'm going to use the James Charles Morphe palette. So I just like that it has a lot of colors and they're pretty pigmented. So I think I'm going to do a purple look today. So I'm going to use these two colors. I lost the name thing, so don't really know what they're called, but I will definitely find out and put it in the comments. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing I usually do is I take a little bit of brown, I take a really big brush, and I just kind of like go over my brow bone really lightly. And then I take a really, really thin brush. Yeah. Then I'll go like straight into the graphic eyeliner part of it. So I'll take a very thin brush. This is Real Technologies. Honestly, I cut it a little bit so it would be thinner as like a liner brush. And then I dip it into micellar water because that's what helps me make like the graphic look. Okay, so I'm just gonna go into the purple, and then I'm just gonna start drawing. So yeah, I just draw it right on. And like mistakes happen, but in micellar water. And sometimes it doesn't, a lot of the time it doesn't come out very even, but I just wing it, you know? I try my best. Okay, cool. So that happened. I'm just gonna make it a little bit thicker because I'm also gonna go over it with another purple. So like I'm just gonna try like brushing it out a little bit, smudging it out a little bit, sorry. So I feel like I made the purple a little bit too bright, so I'm just gonna, I took a clean brush and I'm gonna literally just smudge it out. So now I'm just gonna like dip my brush into micellar water. That's usually just how I do it. So this is micellar water. This is like what you use to remove your makeup, but if you want to make an eyeshadow color into a like graphic liner, if you like wet your brush and like mix the eyeshadow with the micellar water, it makes it like a smooth liner. I usually put a drop on my palette. I don't put it like directly into my eyeshadow because I'm scared that it's gonna mess up the eyeshadow itself. So that is why. So I'll like leave a drop. I'll like put like a drop on my on the makeup palette, and then clearly, as you guys can see, I can just like mess with the colors as it goes. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna use this purple for the liner part. So I just take a bunch on my brush, I dip it into a little bit of micellar water, and then I just like mix it until I get like the consistency that I want. Okay, and then I'll like point out the brush a little bit, and then I will go put it on. So yeah, I'm just going for like a sparkly little liner on top of the purple. So that's done. I'm just really gonna like brush out everything that's on top, smudge it out, get it nice and fluffy, and like spread the color around. And then I'm gonna clean out everything that's like under the graphic liner, and then put like a nudish color powder underneath, and then I'm gonna do my eyeliner. You know. So I put my cellular water on a little Q-tip, and I'm just gonna clean like the under my eye. So I cleaned out like the underneath the liner part, and then I just add a little bit of like a brown, like a nudish kind of brown shade. So it's this shade over here, and then I just go into the bottoms. And yes, I do this part with my fingers also. And then I'll use a brush. I'll use like a little whiter shade. And I'll just like that. And then here's where the fun stuff happens. Okay, take like a random black pencil, eyeliner pencil, and I add like a sharp black line to my makeup. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna smudge it out. Okay, Mom. Added some black liner, pencil liner to my eyelids. I know it's really not put on very well, but I'm just gonna smudge it out. I just smudge it out with a pencil and, sorry, with like my e.l.f. small smudge brush. And I do a very thin layer because I'm gonna go over it with eyeliner too. But I also put like brown powder on top of it. So now this is where like the brown comes in. I take the same spot pencil that I used to smudge out the black liner onto my face, and I just smudge it out right. And I go back for more. That's like smudged out. Once it's smudged out with like the black and the brown, then I go over it with a bit of liner. I'm pretty much done with all my powder stuff. I take off the tape, check, and I'm gonna do my waterline. So I just go ahead and just, I'm gonna use, yeah. Yeah, I'm using the same purple that I used for my graphic liner look. And I know I'm putting on a lot. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna remove it when I do my concealer and stuff. So I just pack it on. I usually use a sharper brush than this. I just cannot find it. So like, whatever works. And then I'm gonna throw on some lashes and do my concealer. And then we will get the final look. Okay, Mom. So it looks like this now, but it's not the completed look. I'm gonna add lashes and do my base, and then it will look a lot better. If you're a person who like has a hard time wearing lashes, I would 100% recommend this eyelash kit.